All right, guess what we're doing? Still sheltering in place, people. We're still sheltering in place. But now things are happening. We're having things happen with our mood, with our mind, with our motivation. And it feels as if we're being smothered, suffocated, not just with the news, but with death, with uncertainty, with unfamiliar emotions like anxiety and uneasiness and sadness and boredom. Yeah. In my head, it's like a slippery slope to depression. Some people are familiar with some of these symptoms, some people are not, but I absolutely feel like it's worth us talking about because I've spoken with several people just this morning who are absolutely in the midst of becoming depressed. Increased sleep, not sleeping enough, being unable to eat, unwilling to eat, not feeling hungry, to eating everything that you see. Yes, some of that is not just us being sheltered in place. Some of that is us eating our emotions. Lack of concentration, being unable to focus, unable to stay in a particular mindset, a particular mental place for any long periods of time. Feeling sad. Again, if uncertainty was a thing, it could be diagnosable because most of us are walking around today uncertain, unsure. That leads to us being unmotivated and all those other things. Those things are real. And I want us all to pay attention. You remember a couple weeks ago, I said mental health was about to be the forefront of everybody's mind. And I absolutely feel like this was the week because this was the week. Some people just got to sheltering in place while other of us have been here for 4 or 5 weeks. And now they're expecting at least there to be a few more weeks to happen. And when it does happen, the uncertainty of how this thing is going to roll out. How do we keep ourselves safe? How do we keep ourselves from not being in financial ruin before this is even over with? Those things are real. Lack of energy, being tired all the time, just being irritable. Those things, again, are real. And I don't want you to underestimate the power of being uncertain. Don't underestimate the power that a sad mood or depressed mood or you being bored or those things equal something that has to be tended to or it can get the best of you. When I say a slippery slope to depression, I want everybody to be clear that depression is a diagnosable, it's a thing. It's a real mental health thing. It's diagnosable and it is something that requires your attention for it not to get worse. And many of us are in some of those places. It's going to be important that you know, again, what those things look like. But here's some of the reason why this could be happening. One, we're watching death happen every day. We're hearing about that. We're bombarded with that information. Not about those people that are living, but those people that have died. And it's getting closer to us. Almost all of us at this point knows of someone personally who has died. We have family members, we have church members, we have people that are in nursing homes, people across the street, people that we went to work with, all of those things. So death is getting closer to us. We also have a government that looks different every day. Let me just put that as kind as I could say it. It doesn't look like it has a handle on anything. We have local government that are attempting to jumpstart things, but not quite sure how that's done. And then, of course, all of us have played presidents ourselves. And how does this thing roll out when every single person, every single business, every single entity in this world, in this United States of America, in this world has been affected by this pandemic? How do we even see our way out of it? That in and of itself can put us in a depressed mood. A depression of your mind, depression of your mood, and depression of your motivation. Any of those things will keep you, plus we're sheltered in place. We're sitting in the same places, doing the same thing. Some of us still not getting up. I'm still talking to people that are keeping on their pajamas and not making their bed and not brushing their teeth. And I told you 2 videos ago to do that. Anyway, I want us to be clear about some of the things that we can do. One, all of it is about get, and grow. I need you to get up and get up. And you remember when you said, I'm blessed to just be alive. Well, I need you to still know and count that as a blessing. I also need you to get some help. If you feel these things are more than what you can handle and we don't have anybody else to go to because all of us are feeling some of the same things, get some help. There are people online. There's people, I'm here. There's many places and sources of being able to get some help. I need you to get dressed. And yes, it matters. Looking different and feeling good about yourself just by putting on clothes absolutely can alter your mood. Get out. Even if it's just going for a walk, even if it's just sitting on the porch, get some sunshine. If it's not snowing, the sun's not shining where you're at, get some fresh air. Get up, get out, get dressed, and get going. There's some things that you said that you wanted to do. You're absolutely, and some of us are having now to motivate ourselves to get motivated to get to that place. But we have to get. We have to get up. We have to get out. We have to get help. If it's gotten to a place where if you think you need help, you probably need help. And for some of us, this is new. And I know that it could probably be very scary, but I want you to know that there is help out here. I need us all to be safe. And being safe, not just being safe when you go out. I need us to be clear now that we're having to practice safety in the home, meaning we have to tend to ourselves. Self-care is so freaking important. And doing things that bring you joy. Make a list of those things that bring you joy. For me, I love music. I've gotten into cooking. I'm getting ready to start sending out some care packages and writing people letters. You have to do things to keep you in that place because that slippery slope to depression is just that. It's a slope. It's very slippery, and it can be hard to come back from. And I need us all to be well. You got that? Get growing. You heard me.